Let's bring our palms together at our heart center and close the eyes. Feel your seat, so feel your legs, press your feet down onto the ground. And let's take a deep inhale from the ground to the crown of your head. So feel your feet. Take a big inhale, just follow the energy from your feet to the crown of your head. And then exhale from the crown of your head down to your feet. And let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in. This time also feel your chest lift, your rib cage expand. And then exhale, release. And then the last one, and relax your forehead, relax the space between your eyebrows. Bigger inhale. And a big exhale. Release your hands down and open up your eyes. And welcome to Astro Yoga Chat. My name is Kate.
And I'm Natalie. Hello. Good, Kate. We're back again, and we're at the sign Sagittarius already. I'm sorry.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
So, Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's a Yang sign. That means, it's going out, it's energetic, and it has to do with beliefs, religion, philosophy, also law, forming opinions. It's about expansion because it's ruled by Jupiter. And when we go to evolutionary astrology, there is a need or an instinct to form a relationship with reality. So you need to deal with reality in a certain way. How do you perceive it? How do you understand it? And from that point, they form perceptions about reality. So they need to orientate. Yeah. So it's a lot about ideologies, believing in something, a certain story they tell themselves. And it's about going beyond and exploring. So I think when we want to tie it in with yoga, one of the most important questions here is like, so what do you believe, right?
So
And
what, go ahead.
and are you willing to expand that? Because believing in something is great, right? But if your belief system is a very tiny box, you might be stuck in something and maybe you need to go beyond, right?
Mhm. And I feel that in yoga, yoga philosophy, even the yoga physical practice, let's just talk physical here, right? If you believe that you're not flexible. How many times do we hear as yoga teachers, oh no, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible? It's like, well, if you keep saying that you're not flexible and this is what you believe in, then you're never going to get flexible because you're not going to put the steps in to get to loosen up your connective tissue, your body.
Or
So,
meditation, right? Like I can
yes.
meditate, I can focus, I can quiet my mind, I don't have the time. Well, first of all, you have to make time, and it's a process of quieting the mind. It's not happening like this.
Exactly. So the more you tell yourself something, and the more that this is, and I'm going to use the word excuse, but you can use any other word. I just can't think of another word. But if that's your excuse of, what's holding you in that box, right? Of saying, I can't do this because of this. All you're doing is strengthening your reasoning of that. When in reality, like, if we're looking at the idea of expansion and you're looking at the fact that you can expand your belief system. What if one day I wake up and I say, no, I believe not only can I meditate, but I can telecommunicate with you and I don't have to be on Zoom and I can actually talk to you through the ether. And what if that's my story? Now that's what I believe in. And then perhaps that's what's going to happen. If you keep believing that you're not going to be flexible, it ain't good, then you'll stay unflexible.
And like another topic, it's not astrology, but even if you take like manifestation, right? So if you don't believe in the possibility of having things, achieving things, or attaining life experiences, I mean, you cannot manifest, right? So there's like, even when they say about manifestation, there's like certain steps, right? So I cannot imagine I'm a millionaire. Maybe I need to imagine I have like, $200 more a month or whatever. So taking little steps. So how can I step outside the box and start exploring without like going all the way to the other side of the world, just taking little steps and expanding my belief systems a little bit more. And the first thing is definitely questioning my belief system. So I'm in downward facing dog and I'm doing sun salutations, and I believe like after 5 chaturangas, I just can't anymore. So today it's 5, and in 2 weeks I can do 6, right? So
Yeah.
it's like building. So you put the work in to expand, and then it also works versa versa, right? So I can do more. I believe I can do more. I believe I can do more. I will be able to do more, right?
It's the process. So what the way that this sounds, it's like really the process of the system of putting in the work, putting in the steps, right? So you know my motto, right? Inch by inch, life's a cinch, yard by yard, life is too hard. Because if in what you just said before about about, you know, when you try to manifest something, let's just say, let's stick to your example about money. If you can't imagine yourself as a millionaire, then take a smaller step to see something bigger. But it's if everything is if that energy already exists, there's a vibration out there of that. That already exists. You don't even know where that vibration is. You're not connecting to it at all. Okay, well then notice the vibration that you're in. And like I'm saying the same thing that you just said, but I think it's such a powerful, this is powerful. I think if people can understand that if you keep telling yourself you can't do something, that strengthens your belief that you can't do it. So how do you then expand yourself? And, you know, why do people believe in certain religions? Because that's what they've believed in their entire life. They believe in a certain thing, you know? Um,
And then
that
a question like, why do I believe in this religion? It's just because I come from this family. I inherited that belief, or is it really my belief? And also about, Sagittarius, one of the downsides is they can be extremely opinionated. So their opinion is the only right one. So form your opinions, believe in something, hopefully something positive, but then you also need to allow other people to have their own opinions. And, like there's different kinds of yogas, there's Iyengar yoga about posture and technique, and there's different yogas, and then there's the spiritual and more about the chakras and all of that. And of course you find your niche or whatever you like, but you have to be open. All of that is yoga. And if a teacher teaches differently, like one of my teachers always used to say, right? Like when the sub comes in, everybody hates the sub. Oh, it's not going to be the same. And even in dance class, I'm like, my teacher's not here. And then I'm always like trying to make it positive, like, okay, maybe I'm going to learn something totally new now because they're going to expand my knowledge. Maybe they're going to say exactly the same thing, but with different words, and I'm going to understand something different. So
Mhm.
it's always, everything should be a possibility to expand.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything should be the possibility to everything to expand. Tantra, the definition of Tantra, expansion of consciousness. What are you expanding? You're expanding what you see, believe, think, feel, everything. You're expanding the way that your mind works. Why? Because if I just keep thinking in the same way, I'm down this little, tunnel in this tube, and I just keep thinking the same exact thing. That's my life. That's my reality. You know, you used the word before, Sagittarius, about that, like the story of like the reality. That's like that becomes your reality.
Yes.
Expansion of consciousness.
Yes. So homework.
Oh,
Like start questioning your beliefs. Like ask yourself, what do I believe?
Mhm,
Why?
mhm.
Could there be more to it?
Yeah, I love that. But I also love what you said before about the manifestation, because that was something that kind of hit me hard while you were talking about it, is like I think sometimes when it comes to people expanding, it's too scary because they are looking at the bigger picture. They're not looking at the process. So let's say if you're expanding yourself to be a millionaire, whatever it is, a billionaire, I don't care. You in the process of becoming that and the work that you put in, you will learn so much, you will do so much, you will experience so much, you'll gather so much more. So, like, look at whatever it is that you're afraid to manifest in your life because you're looking at that end result and you don't know how to get to the end result. So, start with, like you said, $200 more in your bank account. Start with more of like, so find something in your life that you've been hoping to manifest, whether it's love, a new career, money, a home, I don't care, I don't know. And start to like vision the smaller steps that will equal to the bigger step.
And
Yeah.
Sagittarius is also always like exploring. It's about the journey. And isn't there this quote like the journey is the goal? So maybe arriving at the goal, everything is achieved. It's not so exciting anymore. But what do you learn on the journey? What do you see? Like have open eyes for everything you'll encounter on the way towards the goal.
There's this beautiful phrase that somebody in my life always says is like, this is earned. Like we earned this. This is earned. And at first, when he would say this, I would think like, the heck, but he's so right. Because you have to go through the trials and the challenges, and you know that you earned this because you walk through the fire. If somebody hands you, and maybe that's the problem sometimes in life, right? People just hand you information. You can just Google something, boom, I learned about this. But did you earn it? Did you put the time in? Did you put the effort in? Do you really understand it? Are you integrating it into your life, or did you just like think about it really quick? Anyway, this makes me feel like, earn it, and then no one can take it away from you.
And that's the positivity about Sagittarius because it's ruled by Jupiter, right? It's a positive planet. So yeah, I feel this conversation is already very uplifting. It makes me happy already. It's also changing the energy inside of me to be like, oh, hopeful.
And the energy you feed is the energy that grows.
Yeah,
So I like it. All
me
right,
too.
let's bring our palms together. It always comes together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Always. Let's take 3 breaths to just seal our time together. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. 2 more, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then the last one, put a smile on your face too. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Release your hands and open up your eyes. And thank you so much.
Namaste.